Well, yesterday featured high-stakes intensity and great goalkeeping, with just one goal making the difference in both matches. And today promises to be another classic Champions League night. Defending champions PSG and Liverpool cross paths in the knockout round again, and Barcelona welcome Atletico Madrid to the Camp Nou. And all four teams are just 2 games away from the Champions League semi-finals. At the Camp Nou, it's the 5th meeting of the season and the 2nd in 5 days between Barcelona and Atletico. On Saturday, Hansi Flick's Barcelona edged a feisty encounter. 2-1 was the score in Madrid. Today, Diego Simeone will have Atletico pumped up to turn the tables on the Blaugrana. Over in Paris, we've got a déjà vu in the knockout rounds as Liverpool return to the Parc des Princes for the 2nd straight season. The Reds won that round of 16 first leg game last season, but ultimately it was PSG who advanced at Anfield. This time, the French Giants are heavily favoured, but a wounded Liverpool can be a dangerous Liverpool. Well, in the build-up to these quarter-finals, there was a real sense that anything could happen in the business end of the Champions League, and yesterday, day one, proved just that.
Welcome along, everybody.
The Champions League.
They've been getting over the line, hasn't
Well, we'll see.
Who do I think would win in a fight?
You think Jamie?
Jamie will grab a bottle.
You've got a beard. Do you like it?
The best team. Yeah, go on, I will.
Team losing, so don't go and say that now.
And City aren't in it.
So what happens when you're a loser? Yeah.
Welcome along, everybody, to our Champions League studio. So good to have you with us. I'm Kate Scott. Terry's Arsenal got an away win in the first leg last night. His other former side, Barcelona, they play Atletico tonight, but he's cool. He's not tense. Don't worry about Thierry. Jamie's Liverpool PSG, they play tonight against PSG, You can for sure worry about Jamie. That may not go too well for him, but one man with no worries in the world. He told us yesterday the pressure is off, expectations of him are low. His words, not ours. The underdog, Micah Richards.
Yes. I like that tag. The
Here
underdog.
he is.
He used to be overweight.
You're looking good, Meeks.
Am I?
Yes.
Yeah?
Suits are nice and baggy now, aren't they?
Ooh.
Yes.
I can jiggle.
He said I had scrawny arms yesterday.
Yes. Do you think that he's wrong?
I don't know what you think.
I think you're looking all right. But compared to me, TT's looking magnificent tonight, though. The grey. You tell him about our gym session we did today.
Did you guys do it today?
Oh.
How did he hold up?
Ask him.
How did you hold up?
For the first 20 minutes, I was okay. The last 20, not so
What
much.
kind of workout were we doing?
Core.
All I can say, at one point he had a discussion with his legs. they were having an.
Why did you guys not post the video? I thought you liked to post the videos of the workouts
I didn't
now.
want to, that's up to him because,
Are we going to post the video?
No.
We didn't take a video.
All I can say, he had a disagreement with his legs. They were having a fight.
Was you invited, Kate?
Nope. Were you?
I was not invited, no.
Well, maybe.
There's cliques in the group.
Does that put me in a clique with you?
I've been training for the fight, remember? You know what I mean?
Why are you sweating?
Oh, no. It's too hot. It's too hot in here,
to
seriously.
think about the workout,
Can
he's
we get some
sweating.
aircon in here, please?
I actually
It's
didn't
you.
complain about that. Nope. Wrong. Look that way. It's Ross. Ross was cold today.
Oh, Roscoe!
She threw you under the bus.
Yeah, it's not me. Anyway, we want to talk about last night. Bayern Munich getting the job done at the Bernabeu. Impressive performance from Bayern. Was that the best we've seen Bayern this season, or not even?
Because of the calibre of the opposition, not so much the opposition, the name of Real Madrid, I think, adds something to it. But I think this season we've probably seen them perform better. I think they won away at PSG, didn't they? Early on in the season, they were down to 10 men in that game. So, no, I just think it was another performance that, they can be put up alongside another 5 or 6 that we've seen this season. Probably the reason why we all feel they are probably the best team, most balanced team to go on and win the Champions League this season.
If we're considering Bayern then the favourites, do we then look at 2 of the teams that are playing tonight in Barcelona and PSG, kind of like the next 2 in that list?
I think, yes, the way they go forward, the 3 teams that you just mentioned, I don't think that, for example, Arsenal come close to that. But like I said for a very long time, I think Arsenal is the most solid teams in terms of how they don't play the same way that those 3 teams are playing. But the way they go forward, Paris Saint-Germain, if they go back to a level of consistency, it will be difficult to knock them out. And then obviously Bayern and Barcelona. it's stupid what they do when they go forward. But there's some stuff that obviously you can take advantage on with those teams. But yeah, I mean it's just a different way to play and try to go through sometimes in the Champions League. But yeah, the team that you talked about most definitely are the best on the ball.
It's a great night. Come on. What have we got tonight?
I was nervous last
PSG,
night.
Barcelona. Jamie's going to be... Are you going to be floundering tonight, Jamie?
No,
watching Liverpool?
I've had a funny feeling all day, as in, I haven't really been that fussed about the game. It's not like me, because Liverpool, I just don't expect nothing from them so much.
Have you written the Champions League?
That's a complete lie.
No.
So what happens, basically, behind the scenes in this show? In the green room, we have a talk about what we're
Why
going
are
to
you
do.
telling me like I'm not behind the scenes?
I'm telling the world, not you. It's not all about you, Kate.
Tell the camera.
Well, the camera, you know, you're there. That's my camera there. I'm telling that camera.
Okay, sus.
I'm camera 4. So what happens is, basically, we go in the green room, we have a chat about... Thierry said his thing. He's the one who watches all the football. Jamie always talks about his other show that he's on and doesn't really care about what he does analytically. But today, me and Thierry was there. We had to wait for almost an hour. Jamie said he didn't care, but actually he spent an hour in there doing his analysis on Liverpool. So it better be good.
Oh, it'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
It always is, because as you said last night, I'm the best analyst on the TV. Thank you.
Agreed.
Oh, gosh. OK, so last night, if you remember, we saw them together in Madrid. Tonight, though, they have gone their separate ways. Guillaume Balaguer is in Barcelona for us. Peter Schmeichel's in Paris, but this time he is reunited with Anita Jones. Hey, everybody, we're going to hear from them all in just a few. We've got 2 highly anticipated games coming up tonight. Who can come away with the crucial first leg advantage? We will head out to Paris and to Barcelona after this short break. Everybody, well, on this day 2 of the Champions League quarterfinals, there are marquee games in both Barcelona and in Paris. We're at both of them. Guillaume is at the Camp Nou for Barcelona against Atletico. First, though, we're going to take you over to the Parc des Princes to Peter and Anita.
Peter! Hey!
Anita.
Anita, we're happy to see you. We haven't seen you in a minute.
It's a new thing.
It's lovely to see you guys as well. They had to bring some London reinforcement. Couldn't have Micah and Jamie talking smack about Mr. Peter Schmeichel.
Love it.
But let's talk about the team news. Of course, this is a huge game. We'll start with the visiting side simply because they had such a terrible time at the weekend, crashing out of the FA Cup, losing 4-0 to Manchester City. Arne Slot has to do something different.
Yeah, and he's done. Obviously, we've seen the team, and it's been listed out as in different formations all around. UEFA's got it in one. Other platforms got it in different other ones. But when I'm looking at the Liverpool team here, it looks like a back 5, which makes sense in a way. So yeah, I would say that Gomez probably plays in the middle between Konate and Virgil van Dijk. But it makes sense because Frimpong and Carragher are wing-backs. I see them as wing-backs. They've not defended very well. They get a little bit of support, and also going forward, it gives them a little bit. But I think Jamie can maybe elaborate a little bit more about that. But apart from that, it's probably the strongest Liverpool team that Arne Slot can put out.
Bar Mo Salah, and then PSG, of course, the obvious missing.
About that when we were here for the Chelsea and the Monaco games, and it is a little bit of a problem for PSG again against Toulouse the other night. They won the game 3-1, but he's heavily involved with a cross from a corner kick that he sort of spills, and it's an easy goal for Toulouse to score. Something that Donnarumma didn't do and doesn't do a lot, or never do actually. And the thing is, once we got to this point last season, Donnarumma was the man. So that's got to be the challenge for PSG, to keep the Liverpool players away from goal.
Yeah, of course, the last time these two sides met in the round of 16 last season, it was a real turning point for the French side. This time, however, Kate, they come into the game as firm favourites.
Yes, thank you, guys. Good to see you both. Let's pick up on those starting lineups, because I want to talk to you, Jamie, about what we see with Liverpool there. Different formation. Mo Salah doesn't start. Are you on board with it?
Yeah, I like it. I like the fact that the manager's done something different, because for far too long this season we've been saying the same things about Liverpool being really poor out of possession. We go back to September, October at the start of the Champions League, some really bad results, and the same things were happening at the weekend. So he's changed the system. It's the first time Arne Slot has gone to this system with his first choice team since he's been at the club in over, almost 2 years. So it is a big shift. It's not something to be taken lightly that he's made this shift, but he had to do something. He's playing against the best team in Europe, and right now his team, the way they've been playing this season, in the traditional way, would not have been able to cope with PSG at home.
Ooh, but PSG looks delightful. Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Doué, pace, power up front. In midfield, Vitinha, he's just going to pull the strings in there. But Thierry, talk to me through this PSG lineup.
You said it all. you went right in front of me. And
Excuse me.
No, but you said it all. I mean, if you look at the bench, there's not a lot that you can do. The best players are on the field, and that team now is starting to play like everyone expected them to do. And I think it's going to be very difficult for Liverpool tonight. But once again, who knows in Europe?
How good is that Mayulu?
He's a very good player, as you saw, especially at the beginning of the Champions League. And whenever he's called upon, he always does something. Whenever he has to come on or when he starts, but in Paris, in the academy, and players like that comes around more often than not.
Well, let's take you over to Barcelona because Guillem Balaguer is over there for us tonight. Guillem, how about this? Bernabeu yesterday, Camp Nou tonight. It's not bad, is it?
Yeah, well, the Spanish teams are doing very well in Europe, aren't they, Jamie? Anyway, welcome from the almost rebuilt Camp Nou, which will be hosting 105,000 people when it's finished. The work started in June 2023 and will continue until April 2027. So it's been a long time. And every time you come in now, I think the fans go through the cranes. Oh, one is gone. The scaffoldings, oh, one is gone. It's like when you're rebuilding your house, because at the moment only 60,000 people can sit in the stadium. And what has been interesting is that the record of assistance was last week's Champions League Clásico, the Women's Champions League. Today, it won't have 60,000, it'll be about 52,000, and they will just enjoy a stadium that's been rebuilt in front of their eyes. The atmosphere still is good, but they don't convince everybody to come here. That's quite surprising. I'll tell you one thing that happens generally here is that Barcelona win 14 games, 14 wins. And another thing that happens when Atletico Madrid and Barcelona meet, number one, there is a lot of goals between the games played, and the Hansi Flick and Simeone is 18-14, the aggregate scoring. And another thing that's been happening, having met this season 4 times already and only 4 days ago in the league, the tension is growing. There was a lot of clashes between Simeone and Flick and Olmo and Giuliano and Fermin and Koke. And this is interesting because, of course, there are 8 players of Atletico Madrid and 4 Barcelona, including Lamine Yamal, that if they get a yellow card, they will not play the second leg. So tension, goals, but the lineups are in, and not a huge amount of surprises. Rafinha, of course, still missing for Barcelona, and it'll be Rashford who will play on the left-hand side of the attack. Eric Garcia, educated as a centre-back, will be in the centre midfield, but has been already 10 times this season. And up front, it will be Lewandowski with Olmo, who played as a false 9 with against Atletico Madrid at the weekend. He will be behind Lewandowski. And for Atletico Madrid, no Black. This team, Atletico Madrid, they attack much better than they defend. It's strange to say, but that's the case. So Oblak missing will be a big thing, but up front, it will be Julian Alvarez with 8 goals scored already in 11 games, and Griezmann, who may have just 5 games left in the Champions League with Atletico Madrid if he gets to the final.
All right, Guillem, good to see you. Thank you so much. We always like seeing you. Hope he's braced, because if you take a shot at Jamie, you always know that there's at least one coming back.
I didn't even understand it. What was the joke?
Well, just how, haven't you guys always had that thing about Spanish teams? And
No, but he was moaning about English teams having more money.
So you did understand?
But what? Because Spanish teams are going further in the competition? I don't get it.
That's what he's alluding to.
Well, we'll see, won't we? I don't care about English teams as long as Liverpool.
All right, let's talk about the lineups.
I'll have one ready for them, Kate.
I'm sure you will.
Well, Thierry, do you want to take the teams? Because I jumped in
Micah.
before you.
Yes.
Sorry.
Which one?
Both.
Wow! So let's start with Barcelona. Now, maybe people thought that Fermin Lopez could have started ahead of Olmo. I mean, the discussion also was Ferran Torres, but Lewandowski scored the winner at the weekend. It was, I guess, always going to be him. Rashford comes in. Obviously, Rafinha is not available. Then after, Eric Garcia has been playing there for a little while. Then the back four, Cancelo has been doing well since he has arrived there. Joan Garcia, as we know, usually makes some good saves for them. And then at the back, Martin, Kubarsi, Koundé, we already know. Then on the other side, sometimes Solot does start ahead of Griezmann, but obviously he went for Griezmann and Alvarez. Simeone, Llorente, Koke, Lukman is basically what he has available, obviously, with Musso taking the place of Oblak. Lenormand, encore, Ruggeri, that's nothing really surprising there. Let's see how they're going to do and play away from him, because they don't usually play well away from home, Atletico. So let's see what they're gonna do there.
I'll take us to a break if that's okay
Yeah,
with you,
of course.
Micah. Yes, good. All right. Okay. Well, remember everybody, in tonight's other game, we've got PSG playing Liverpool. Last season they met in the. Well, last season, PSG and Liverpool met a round earlier in the Champions League in the round of 16. The same as it is this season. The first game was at the Parc des Princes with a return leg then being played at Anfield. The Reds stunned PSG with a late goal in Paris, but the tide turned on Merseyside. Oops, sorry. Tried to make it,
wow. Maybe you do need a direction after all.
no, I was just scooching. Anyway,
Cake, please.
Thank you so much. So, everybody, after beating Liverpool, PSG would then go on to win the Champions League for the very first time, remember. So if we take a look at this screen, everybody, we've got two things really, I suppose, to pick out from this. Number one is the volume of games that PSG have played since that meeting with Liverpool last season. And number two is Liverpool's record over this calendar year, Jamie, which isn't spectacular, to say the least.
No, it's really poor. Some people who are looking at Arne Slot right now are taking back Liverpool's bad form to now and saying 12 months it's been really poor. I think it's a little bit unfair, two separate seasons, but as we know, this season's been really, really poor. Maybe one of the chances they have tonight is when you look at the games PSG have played, that maybe gives them an outside chance, because maybe PSG will struggle from now to the end of the season to continue the great form that they're in. But I think Liverpool PSG is really interesting, because when a player's there, like Ekitike, Wirtz, Isak when he's played this season, Salah as well. Liverpool right now, and the reason why they're really struggling is they've got too many players who are arrogant on the ball but not humble off it. If they're like that tonight, they've got absolutely no chance. And that's exactly what we were saying about PSG 2 or 3 years ago. And the reason they win the Champions League? Because they moved those players on. Some of the best players in the world that we've ever seen. They moved them on. And it's no surprise they win the Champions League last season because of people like Dembele.
It feels like a question we continually keep asking, but what do you see as the real issues with Liverpool?
Well, there's something that's very simple. Mo Salah's numbers have dropped. And so last year when Liverpool were struggling, and I've seen Liverpool struggle last year in a lot of games, 2-2 and things were not happening, this guy used to bail them out. And it happens to everybody. Numbers are going to drop at one point. No one is eternal. Apart when you're going to stop, people will give you your flowers, and as they should give Mo Salah his flowers, because he was an outstanding player for Liverpool and he's still there. But look at the numbers. 57 goals involvement last year, and this year only 19. And basically, at that particular moment, a guy like that, when he doesn't bail you out anymore, if Mo Salah struggles, for me, Liverpool does struggle.
Can I just ask you quickly, you come to the end of your career, and you would say he was in your prime for a long time. When it starts to turn, what can he do to rectify his form? No, because he's still getting the chances.
No, it's not so much him. That was just a fact. I'm just saying the numbers are not the same. So therefore, last year he could maybe make Liverpool draw, or when it was a 2-2, suddenly he makes it 3-2, he makes it 4-2. He gives an assist or he gives a goal. But that's not happening at the moment for him. And as a winger, it's very difficult. If you come at one point, when you start to get older, I think you should be behind the striker and more inside. So you run a bit less and you play more with your brain, and you try to set people up and play a different type of game. But at one point, I played as a winger. When your legs are not the same anymore and you have to go up and down and the ball doesn't arrive to you and you don't have Trent that was making that run for you inside or can occupy people because people were occupying, Trent is here. So he was often left in 1v1 because Trent was making that run or whatever. They were scared of his cross or crosses, shall I say. It becomes a bit more difficult. And by the way, it happens to everyone, and at one point, things are not working for you anymore. We're talking about Mo Salah, one of the greatest.
Mike, legs this morning, wasn't it?
Let me take you out to Paris because Peter and Anita are over there, and guys, obviously we've been talking a lot of Liverpool here. That tickled you, did it, Peter?
I mean, I can't believe that we are taking over after that comment, you know? We're going to talk about Micah's legs.
No, I'd rather not. Maybe we'll leave that for them in the studio. But for all the difficulties that Liverpool have had up front, they've also been rather frail defensively, and they are going to have to contend with one of the most exciting and potent attacking.
And that's a big difference. And then they work incredibly well as a team.
Yeah, all 11 may be equal to some extent, but there is one more, of course, who maybe is just a margin above, rather, is what I'm trying to say. I'm talking about Dembele, the Ballon d'Or winner, of course. And what a goal he scored at the weekend against Toulouse. He just showed he has those moments of brilliance.
It's just incredible. It's just an incredible goal. But this guy, he can do everything. And he is a star player in this team. But you don't feel that he is a star player when you speak to PSG fans. You feel like the team is a star. And Luis Enrique is very, very serious about that this is a football team, not a one-man team.
Yeah, and a very fit and ready to start. And Dembele is a scary prospect for this Liverpool defence, Kate.
Yeah. Peter, Micah's legs might amuse you, but your pronunciations seem to tickle him. Which one was it?
Mamastashvili.
Who's to say who's right?
It can't be.
All right.
Who's to say who's right? Was that the question?
All right, go on. Micah, let's hear what are you, how are you saying it?
No, you said Mamash Dashvilia. I thought it was just Mamash Dashvili.
Yeah.
Dashvili. Vili.
What about Kvaratskhelia?
No. Kvaratskhelia. You can laugh all the way to the bank if they have a bank.
To the
but
bank?
Hey, that's a pronunciation from a Danish person.
Brilliant, Peter.
It's a fair point, Peter. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Peter.
Yeah, who's to say who's right? Peter's right.
I don't know. You know, no, but there's not an A at the Mamastashvili.
Pernickety. Come on.
Oh my gosh. Mamastashvili. That's the best
Uncle
one.
Pete, brilliant.
He's the best. He's the best.
All right, well, that was Paris, everybody. Up next, we're going to take you over to Barcelona. Since Barcelona returned to their football cathedral. Hey everybody, Barcelona and Atletico Madrid share a long storied rivalry. Tonight is their 252nd meeting. However, it's only the third time that they have met in the Champions League, and the last time was 10 years ago. The previous meetings were also in the quarterfinals, and both times Atleti came out on top. All right, so we're up here for some analysis as always. Thierry, I know that you've taken a look back at the two. Well, they've played 4 times this season, these two teams already. But you've taken a look back at the Copa del Rey semi-finals at both of those legs. What should we be learning from what we saw there?
Well, especially that one. I mean, they beat them twice in the league. They beat them also in the return leg of the Copa del Rey, but they lost 4-0 in the first leg of the Copa del Rey, which was too much to reverse, as we all know. That's them. Obviously, Atletico against Barcelona. Against Barcelona, we talk about the pros and cons. We're going to talk about the pros of Barcelona and the cons of Atletico. Let's go at it, and I will tell you why. Now we will reverse it, the good of Atletico and what they can do. And I know it was at their place, but what they can do against Barcelona and the bad of Barcelona. So that's the good of Atletico. Let's see. Pose, please. Guys, what will you do now if someone arrives like that with no pressure?
Drop off.
Running at you, drop off, you delay. Have a look, play. Yeah, the Barca player stopped. Guys, we already, what do we know for sure? We cannot be offside from your own half. So Griezmann here cannot be offside. This is his own half. That's the only rule I know in football. You play until the referee blows the whistle. And from your own half, you cannot be offside. They are stopping. Would you stop here, or you will try to run? No matter what.
Got to run back. It's going to cost them eventually, isn't it?
So at that particular moment, you don't know if Lookman or not is going to make the pass. So you run. You don't even know because you're not looking if Griezmann was going to check his run and go. Obviously, he didn't. Obviously, the ball didn't go, but I rarely saw that. And those are the things that are very difficult for Barcelona at times. I still think forward and play it. Sorry, you can say the ball didn't go. But for me, this is the Champions League. Other than that, it's a brilliant team, as we all know. If they stop that, they're the best for me.
So good, Thierry. Thank you. Let's take you out to Barcelona, where Guillem is in his home city for us tonight. Not the right stadium for him, but still nice to be home in Barcelona. Oh, Jamie likes the tune. Guillem, I want to talk to you about Lamine Yamal, because I'm sure by now he's getting used to kind of being centre stage, right? But he's been centre stage again this week.
Well, let's have a look. 8 days ago, Spain, Egypt, and there were Islamophobic chantings from the Spain fans towards the Egypt players. He's Muslim. The next day, he came out with a statement saying it's completely unacceptable. A few days later, today, of course, is the leader of the team, second best goal scorer in the Champions League. These are the pictures. He was the De La Fuente, the goalkeeper coach, as to win. So with all that pressure, you talk to the people around him and they say, the next day is forgotten. Today, if he gets a yellow, he will obviously not be able to play in the second leg. So it feels like, or so the Barcelona players feel, he may be targeted today, but he'll have to show the same calmness that he showed in every single game.
Yeah, we'll see. Guillem, good to see you. Thank you. Enjoy the game. We'll see you again at half-time. In recent years, everybody, the Parc des Princes has enjoyed some really special Champions League nights. But for PSG, welcome back, everybody. Good to have you with us. Expectations are, I'm sure, sky high since we learned that. How long did he spend preparing his analysis? Yep. Here we go, Jamie. Let's see what you got.
Yes, well, we're going to look back at Liverpool v Manchester City at the weekend, and Liverpool got absolutely battered. And if they play with the same intensity, they'll get absolutely battered tonight. So the big talking point with Liverpool is the fact that they've changed the system. But it's not just about the system, it's how you employ it. Now, I could tell you Liverpool are playing a back. You've got to then jump the centre-backs. This may be one of the reasons why. Standing there, not helping at all, needs to drop off, and they will need that tonight against PSG. But no thought about where they're showing the opposition player. Look at the space that have struggled all season. Another one, and the reason why Liverpool may have gone to 3 at the back, and this, in
terms of PSG, they're brilliant. And I just want to take you here. If you look at Chelsea, this was in the last round against Chelsea. Got 4 versus 2. And you're thinking, Chelsea in this position here, they're okay. As we roll it on, and a lot is talked about PSG that they don't get numbers back in positions. They do get numbers, but this is what they're great at. From back to front, pace, power, tenacity, everything. Dembele, once he gets into these positions, you think he can go both ways. You've seen him use his left, you've seen him use his right, chops back onto his right foot, and it only took 2 passes from back to front. Jamie talked about the press. If they press like this tonight, they will get killed. 2 passes, 3 passes, late. Again, fullback Hakimi, this is perfect. This is what I like to see from my fullbacks. 1 here, 1 there. Brilliant. 6 passes, and it's a goal. And then this is brilliant as well. We talk about people getting into their positions. Can they defend for each other? Of course they will. The manager's brilliant. They demand that from their team. As we roll it on here now, you're thinking, here's the press that Jamie's talking about. Dembele running for his team, and they all come together. As well, now Chelsea was in decent positions, but this is how they can get killed. It's only taking 1 pass, forward run, Hakimi. Can they finish? Of course they can. I'm looking forward to this game tonight. Just 2 passes to finish 2.
You come alive in these segments, don't you?
This is what I do. Why do you keep doubting me?
Start listening to him.
Just listen to me, please.
All right, everybody. Yesterday we saw goalkeepers stand tall in Lisbon and in Madrid. Tonight, will it be the attacking stars in Barcelona and Paris who shine brightest? We're going to find out very soon. Kickoffs are coming up after the break. Hey everybody, yes we are on now, Jamie. Welcome to the Halftime Report presented by Heineken. So good to have you with us, Kate, Thierry, Jamie and Micah. We're at halftime, so let's talk about, first of all, PSG against Liverpool. Liverpool 1-0 down at the halfway point. We talked before we saw the game about the formation and the new formation that Arne Slot was playing in this game. Have they struggled with it, Jamie?
More than struggled. It's been a disaster. It has to change at half-time. And you want centre-backs in a line at the back. Look at the positions they find themselves.
Still only 1-0 though, Jamie.
Yes.
Let's hope.
Oh, that was nice of you to encourage him like that, Mike.
That's actually the only good thing.
Let's talk about the other game then, which is the one between Barcelona and Atletico, which kind of took a bad turn for Barcelona at the end of the half.
Yeah, the pros and cons, but let's talk about the pros first. We're going to go without Barcelona. Atletico could do that away from home because they've been poor away from home this season. But red card, goal on the red card, on the free kick, that's going to be a tough one now to reverse for Barca. But once again...
and cons. It's game on. Let's go.
Okay, so Atletico Madrid 1-0 up, PSG 1-0 up. We'll be back in just a second with more. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Heineken Halftime House. We're at the break, so we have got our Heineken unmissable moment for you, Micah.
No Jamie this time.
No Jamie.
Kindly roll red, please. I thought it was Killian, but it was actually... Oh, was it? Was it a spray?
I'm sure they got it on camera.
I don't know.
That was for sure visible.
And it needed energy though.
I don't know if
I
it was
nailed that part.
I saw it. That's all I can tell you.
Take us to break, please.
Thank you, sir. Guys, that is it. That is our first half Heineken unmissable moment. We're going to have more from the Champions League after this.
Man, that was...